Right now, something could be reading your email. Not a hacker, not a thief, something you invited in. It reads everything: the bank letters, the private notes, the password resets. It's brilliant, it's helpful, and it never gets tired. But here's the question almost nobody asks: who else reads what it reads? Because that's what an AI assistant in your inbox really is. Picture hiring a new assistant, eager, fast, unbelievably capable. It opens every letter the second it lands. It sorts your mail, sums it up, and drafts your replies. Some go further, they'll click things, book things, answer things for you. And honestly, it's great. That part is real. But think back to the day you hired it. You clicked one friendly button, allow. That click wasn't a small favor. It was a key. Not just to new mail, to years of old mail, your calendar, your contacts, sometimes your files. And often, permission to send letters in your name. One click, the whole desk. Now, here's the part the ads skip past. This assistant doesn't live in your house. It works at someone else's office, the company that made it. So every letter it reads for you, it reads over there, on their machines. Some companies promise not to keep your mail or learn from it. Others are vaguer. And the fine print is different for every single assistant. And there's one more thing about this assistant. It's eager, to a fault. It doesn't just read your mail, it follows instructions it finds in it. So imagine a scammer mails you a letter, and tucked inside is a note that isn't written for you. It's written for your assistant. Do this quietly, it says. Copy the secrets on this desk and mail them to me. You never see the note, but your assistant reads everything, and an eager reader can be talked into things. This isn't a movie plot. Researchers have shown a single crafted email can trick a real assistant into leaking real secrets. A scam used to have to fool you. Now it can skip you and fool your assistant instead. Now take a breath, because none of this makes the assistant evil. It isn't sneaky, it's eager, and it's literal. It does what it's told, by whoever does the telling. And it can only open what it was handed the key to. So, the real question was never the assistant. It's how big a key you handed over on day one. Here's how to keep the help without handing over the house. 4 calm moves. 1. The stranger test. Before you connect anything, ask, would I let a stranger read this? If the answer is no, don't connect that inbox, or move what's private out of it first. 2. Read the permission slip before you hit allow. Read your mail, and read, send, and delete your mail are very different keys. Hand over the smallest one that works. 3. Do a checkup. Today, open your account's security page and look at the list of apps connected to your mail. Anything you don't recognize or stopped using, revoke it. That key stops working on the spot. 4. Be pickiest with eager free tools, a no-name app that wants your whole inbox is paying for itself somehow. The stranger test, the smallest key, the checkup, and picky with free, that's the whole drill. So an AI assistant in your inbox isn't a villain. It's an eager helper that reads everything and reports to an office that isn't yours. Keep the help, just hand it the smallest key that does the job. And every so often, check who still holds a key to your mail. If someone you know clicked allow without reading, send them this. Calm and simple. I'll see you in the next one.